My name's Terence French. I've worked with Dr. Smith for a number of years at St. Michael's Medical Center, and about a year and a half ago, when my mother was having some medical difficulties and general aches and pains, she was unable to get diagnosed. That's not true. She was unable to get a proper diagnosis. She had gone to many doctors who lived who worked where she lived, and none of them were able to give her a diagnosis and a course of care that had her feel any better. So I suggested she go to Doc Smith, and we met him at an emergency room at a local hospital. And he had asked me some questions ahead of time, and he asked her some questions ahead of time. And as he approached her, and he gave his greetings and his customary hug to everybody, and he felt her ribcage as he was hugging her, and sat down and told her exactly what her issue was. He said, "Here's what I think your proper diagnosis is, just based on the questions that we've spoken about, and a little bit of swelling or inflammation that I felt. We're going to go get you tested right now." And by the end of the day, she had an appropriate diagnosis and an appropriate course of care. He had done in 30 seconds in an emergency room what her own doctors had been able to do over the course of 6 months. And a few weeks later, she felt fine. But the thing about Dr. Smith, I've heard him say a number of times to a number of patients, "I'll be with you through the whole thing." And for weeks and months afterwards, even after she was fine and she had the prescription filled, he would call her and make sure she's doing okay and that there were no issues. And still to this day, he gives me a call. We speak regularly, and he gives me a call and says, "Make sure to call your mom and see if she's feeling okay, and give me a call if there's any relapses." And that's the kind of dedication that you see with Dr. Smith constantly, whether it's a patient that he sees personally or a patient that he's provided advice for who lives far remotely in another state or another country. He's a great doctor, and I'm proud that he's my friend.